Okay, I know I made a video about Jump Force before, probably like a week or two ago. I'm not too sure how long ago the video went up, but I do feel like the video was lacking in evidence. This video will have some definite proof as to why some people think it's bad. I am going to be naming negative aspects and good aspects as to why I enjoy this game. So don't think that this is just going to be a video that's just to tear down Jump Force. Now, I know that a lot of you people may think that this game is good. A lot of other people think this game is bad, but I'm going to be voicing my personal opinion and why I think that Jump Force is bad. Now, I had Jump Force, I think it's the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is the $100 version, which gives you 4 days of early access prior to the actual initial release. So I had this game 4 days earlier than most people, and it gave me a lot of time to figure out what exactly was good about the game and what was bad. Now, I think I have around like 40 hours played on this game. I tried playing the story. I cannot do that. I'm sorry. It's too boring. The enemies don't really fight back. But this takes away the fun in the story mode, because enemies would rather sit in block string rather than actually try and fight you back. So you may be familiar with this type of gameplay based on newest titles such as J-Star's Victory Versus, One Piece Burn and Blood, Grand Kingdom, and obviously Jump Force. What do they have in common? They're developed by Spike Chunsoft. Now, One Piece Run and Blood is a fun game, but there's so many broken characters in it. And J-Stars is pretty much the same thing, clunky controls with broken characters as well. But Bandai hasn't always disappointed us, as they've actually come out with really good titles like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven, which a lot of people have wanted for a very long time and is a great arena fighter. We also got the Naruto Ultimate Ninja series, which was on PS2 and came back with Storm on PS3 and Xbox. We get Tekken games every now and then. And we just recently got Soul Calibur 6, which everybody's been waiting for. But what's been really blowing up is Dragon Ball FighterZ, which has taken the fighting game industry by storm recently and is blowing up at EVO right now. Now, this game isn't all bad. In my opinion, it's a pretty decent game. Well, gameplay wise, regardless if you're playing online in ranked match with your friends, or, you know, with some random people in the community. You know, as long as you're getting to play, I don't really see what's the big deal, because the gameplay is really fun. You got a lot of characters to choose from, and you got a couple of fan favorites in here, mine being Dio and Hisoka. Now, I know that Bandai has disappointed us before with games like Black Clover Quartet Nights, and as well as Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker, although they had a lot of time to work on those games. The only reason I can really see this game being lackluster is because they tried to rush to hit the 50th anniversary mark for Shonen Jump. That's literally the only reason I can see why they kind of messed up. So, in my opinion, I feel like they should have started a lot earlier rather than starting at the time that they started, because this game could have been so much better if they would have gave it a lot more time and put a lot more effort into it. But now I want to talk about story cutscenes. Now, I know that the story cutscenes, they tried to make it look kind of realistic, considering that the game is supposed to represent, if these characters came to the real world, tried to make them look as realistic as possible. This stuff is really weird because a lot of these characters are bulky and you can't see them doing the poses they're doing. And also their skin kind of looks really dried out and stuff, like Goku's right there. It kind of looks dry. And also, why make Frieza float when he'd actually just fly away? Now, I know I said that this video isn't going to be all about the bad things of Jump Force, but there isn't really too many good things you can say about this game, because it is very lackluster with the story mode. It's pretty bad. But, I mean, if we want to talk about things that I think is good about Jump Force, that would be the online PvP, because if you do any missions, the enemies aren't really hard to fight against. They don't really use counters a lot. They just really block, if we're being honest. And if they somehow happen to hit you, they just do a lot of damage, which shows that they're just a really high level, or probably just a couple levels higher than you anyways, which is obviously going to have an effect on damage output. Playing online isn't all that bad either. I mean, you will have fun playing online, or at least I have a lot of fun, as well as having fun with my friends. Ranked isn't so bad, but there is a lot of people that like to use these overpowered combos that do about like 80 damage. I haven't run into people like that yet, but I have seen a lot of it on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, which would be really annoying to play against. But overall, I think the gameplay is really enjoyable, as you're able to use all these different characters, and they have my favorite characters from the JoJo series. Although I really do wish that we could have got more JoJos in this game, but that's just me. I'm really just waiting for the DLC list to see what more we could get out of this game, because right now I'm waiting for Tsunayoshi Sawada, and hopefully he actually makes it into Jump Force, as he's been highly voted on the poll that Bandai sent out not too long ago. I think this was I think it was like a week before the game actually launched. They sent out a poll asking what DLC characters that we want and what changes do we want to the game, such as a rematch button, etc. But anyways, there isn't really too much you can say about Jump Force. I mean, the game is too lackluster to even say that it's good. Like other games that we get a story mode that's really engaging, and most games that Bandai dish out, we get a very engaging story mode. We get a lot of side quests or side missions, free missions, whatever you want to call them, and they're usually engaging as well, and the enemies actually fight back instead of sitting in a stupid block string the entire freaking game. Because I don't know what takes more energy out of me, getting beat up by people that know how to do infinite combos, or just fighting enemies that just plainly don't fight back. I think that they need to reprogram the AI in this game. Right now, there's not really much that we can do or say for Jump Force. Sure, Bandai may be looking at all this feedback and trying to see what they can do, but at the end of the day, Spike, they are the guys who have the developer control over this game. So all you can do is just pretty much wait and see what's gonna happen. Hopefully we get the characters that we asked for DLC, because if we're being honest, this roster is probably not what people wanted, because if we're gonna be honest, not too many of us play as Ryo, or not too many of us play as Kaguya, but we may use their moves, you know? There are limitations on a lot of things that we can do, but hopefully we do get the characters that we wanted, because Jump Force had a lot of characters that didn't make it into Jump Force for whatever reason, like Madaka from Madaka Box, Rao from Fist of the North Star. There's even support characters like Lala from To Love Ru, Kiriko from Kiriko no Basket. Like, they've got a lot of characters they can add into the game. Let them be support or just normal characters. I feel like the more characters that we had, the better this game would be, and the further that would go. But right now, this game, I don't really see it making it anywhere, because we don't really have what we wanted. Because most of the leaks just say that there's gonna be Bleach characters or something, but all we can do again is wait and see. But that's enough for this video. If you agree with anything that I said, like or drop a comment and we can discuss things. But most importantly, if you did enjoy my content, please subscribe. I don't know, that's if you want to, but I'm out. Peace.
What you mean?